don't particularly have a favorite amongst all that I have done. Each of them is an experience. So with each new treatment that I do, I learn new things. My hair.
So you have a lot of styling tutorials, and I mean a lot of styling tutorials on your channel.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to somebody who has just recently big chopped or has, a TWA or is transitioning? Like, how would you advise them to take care of their hair, and what hairstyles would you advise them to use in order to see that, length retention and that length growth?
Okay, it depends on how your TWA is. A TWA is like literally a teeny mini afro. So if you big chop after transitioning for a while, it's quite different from if you big chop straight into a TWA. The TWA, you don't really have a lot of hair to work with. So I'll just address it as two different periods in your hair journey. For the TWA, honestly, that's like the freest point of your natural hair journey. You can literally do anything. If you want to color your hair, you can color your hair and color your hair well. So at that point, I think for most people, the TWA period is from 1 month to 6 months. So you can literally rock your hair. You don't need to do much at all. You don't need to buy excess products to do much at all. You can literally just enjoy your journey, catch cruise, do next to nothing, and just allow your hair to grow into itself. But if you are big chopping right after a transition, that means you might have carried your hair for anywhere from 6 months to a year to 2 years to 3 years. Now that's completely different, and you are literally chopping off the excess relaxed part of your hair, and you have hair underneath all of that. So it's up to you to decide. I'm sure by then you would have been using 1 or 2 products to take care of your hair, the 2 textures of hair you have. So it's up to you to decide how best you want to wear your hair, the styles you are most comfortable with. There really are no restrictions. You can rock anything, you can do anything. So there really are no restrictions. It's just for you to figure out what styles you are best comfortable with, and then you can rock it.
Okay. So in terms of hair care methods or DIY hair products that you have done on your YouTube channel, and I think there was one in particular, I think it was the palm oil and egg, which I found very interesting to watch. Which one of these methods have you most enjoyed, or has your hair benefited the most from, and why?
The one my hair has benefited the most from would be the Chebe, because I used that to stop breakage, and at that time my hair was breaking excessively, and it really helped. And then I don't particularly have a favorite amongst all that I have done. Each of them is an experience. So with each new treatment that I do, I learn new things, my hair adjusts to new things. So I just try to find the balance and try to make sure that I don't overuse any treatment at all. So I use this one, I give a little gap, and then I try something else, I give a little gap, and then I go back. I just rotate like that. So I don't have a favorite, and the one that I benefited the most from so far is the Chebe treatment that I did.
All right. Okay. So when it comes to knowing your hair, I think there's a lot of people tend to struggle with knowing when the hair is dry, when the hair is, is lacking protein, or when it has protein overload. So how do you know when your hair needs, either that extra moisture or that protein treatment, or less of that protein treatment? How do you know when your hair just needs something?
Well, for most people, the way you know your hair needs a boost, a treatment, a protein treatment, is when it's excessively dry. When your hair is dry, you will know. Once you touch it, you feel it. Sometimes your scalp flakes, sometimes you'll have dandruff, and sometimes your hair will just be breaking unnecessarily. So at that point, you know you need to do something to make sure that your moisture is on point. You know you need to do something to make sure that your hair stops breaking or stops feeling so dry. You know you need to do something to make sure your hair at least starts to feel soft, because all these things go hand in hand. If your hair is too dry, it will also be hard. And because it's hard, your hair will start to break. So you need to start doing your protein treatment. And then for protein overload, if your hair starts to feel excessively soft when it was not always once that way, you will know maybe you are moisturizing too much, you're using too much conditioner, you're using too much deep conditioner, or you're using too much proteins. And also when your hair is extremely soft, it will tend to break off or shed excessively as well. So at that point, you need to dial back and stop one or two of the treatments you're doing and make sure that you get back on track.
Okay, thank you. That was very, very helpful. So at the start, you mentioned, the things that you do in your YouTube channel. So this question kind of relates to that. You already said that you wanted to show that it's possible that someone in Nigeria is able to grow their hair and keep it and make sure that it's healthy. So is that the only reason why you started up this YouTube channel, or is there what inspires you to make the videos that you do, and why did you originally start this YouTube channel that you have?
Okay, the number one reason that inspired me to start my YouTube channel was the fact that I wasn't seeing content creators for natural hair making natural hair videos in Nigeria. I know there are a lot of content creators that make natural hair videos abroad, but I wasn't seeing people that were making natural hair videos in Nigeria. They were there on Instagram, but no one was really giving me the type of detailed videos I wanted to see about our kind of natural hair here in Nigeria, not from the abroad. So that was a good angle, and I started putting out videos like that one at a time. And I noticed people were asking for these videos. They were helping people, and so I was like, sure, this is exactly what I wanted to see. So it was after I started my channel that I was able to identify about 2 or 3 other YouTubers that are making their videos here in Nigeria, but we are not that many. So that's the primary reason, and then to help us Nigerians grow our hair the easier way.
Okay, thank you for that. Yes, I do believe. Oh, one more question before we end this interview. What is your hair type and / porosity of your hair?
Okay, my hair type is 4B. I'm predominantly 4B, and I have 4C hair as well. So the thing about hair typing is I don't really follow the hair typing system because there are still varieties of 4C hair and 4B hair. But if I'm going by the hair typing charts, I'm predominantly 4B and I have 4C. And then my porosity is low porosity, which means I need to moisturize my hair almost twice as much as people with medium and high porosity.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. That's brought us to the end of our interview. Thank you for making out the time to do this. I really do appreciate it. And it was really lovely to meet you and to talk to you and have this interview with you. But yes, thank you. Do you have any parting words or anything that you want to say to the people watching this?
Okay, if you're a natural and you're watching this, if your journey is difficult or if you've hit any snags on your journey, please don't give up, don't relax your hair, and don't cut it. Like, we've all had struggles at some point. There will always be challenges, but the best thing to do is to take a step back, pause, go over what you've been doing, and try to find where the glitches are, try to find out what you can do to get back on track. There will always be challenges. So the best thing for you to do is to not give up and to find new hair inspirations every time. There's always someone with something new, but once you identify what works for you and it's okay for you, don't think of adding excess over what you're doing. Just, take it one day at a time, one step at a time, and you get to that leg you want to. By growing your hair healthy, of course. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, it has come to the end of our interview. I will be putting the links to your YouTube channel, your Instagram, and everything in the description box below, so that people can, come and see the various amounts of videos that you have and that you post, and
Yeah.
your hair journey, your video YouTube channel is truly an inspiration.
Yeah.
So, I thank you for starting it, even
Thank you.
though I am no longer in Nigeria. But I do thank you
It's
for
fine.
starting.
Thank you.
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this interview as much as I did. It was so much fun to interview them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. All the links to reach them and to get to them will be in the description box below, so do check that out.